we are going to transfer a playlist from Spotify to Apple Music. First, I will leave this link in the video description so you can access it. Once we are here, we will click on Let's Get Started. When we are here, we will see Select Source. The source in this case is where the playlists will come from. For this occasion, we have Spotify, so we will click there. However, if you want to make the transfer from another place, for example, the other way around, from Apple Music to Spotify, you can do that as well. Or if you want to choose completely different options, this time we are going to choose Spotify, as I was saying, and here we see the Spotify playlist. What we need to do is load the playlist we want. For that, we will open a new tab and go directly to Spotify, where we can see the playlists we have internally. Now, there is a point to consider. If the playlist you want to transfer is private, meaning it's from your account, you will need to connect your Spotify account by clicking here and connecting it. But if, on the other hand, the playlist is public, you can simply enter the playlist. For example, in this case, it is completely public, and for this, I can just click on these three dots, select Share, and copy the link to the playlist, or simply copy it from the top. If this option doesn't appear on mobile, just look for this icon over here, which is an arrow surrounded by a square. That is the Share button, and we copy the link to the playlist. Once we have copied it, we will return to this page and paste it directly where it says paste the URL and click on Load from URL. When we click on Load from URL, all the songs will appear. Here we need to make sure that we actually have the songs that are shown here, meaning 26 songs, and that they are indeed the same. Once we verify this, we just need to choose the destination. When we are here, we have to select Apple Music, which is this option over here, so we will click on it. Here it tells us to perfectly integrate your Apple Music data. Make sure of the following. Subscribe to Apple Music if you haven't done so already and activate the 5G library. Now, what's the issue here is that you need to subscribe to Apple Music if you are not already. That is, you can't just have the app installed. You really need to have an account within Apple Music for this to work. So it's important that you have your account with the subscription. In my case, I don't have it, so it probably won't let me. However, I will still show you how the process works. Now, let's go back to the page. It then tells us that we need to enable Sync Library. Now we need help with this, so we click here, and it will open this page. Basically, it will tell us how we can enable this Sync Library, which is essentially what it says about the Sync Library. It tells us that to use this, we need a subscription to Apple Music. So once we select this, basically, we need to open the Apple Music app, then go to the menu, choose the account we want, assign this, then select the Music Settings section, click on the General section, and finally Sync Library. It will appear here, so once we select this, as you can see here, we click OK, and that's it. We will have this loaded. This is on Mac, but if we are on PC, we simply do it this way, as you can see here. And if we are not doing it from PC, we can do it directly from our iPhone or iPad, which is much easier. Here are the steps once we have enabled this option. Now, if we connect this, it will directly open the Apple tab, so here we will log in. I just logged in. It is logging in directly, and it says try it now. For now, I don't want to try it. Why? Because I don't have a subscription to Apple Music, so it will just keep loading and won't let me process this data. In this case, I would accompany them up to this point, but really, it's too easy. Once you connect it, what you will do is show it with another option. For example, transferring from Spotify to YouTube Music. Here, you simply click, and it will appear like this. Once we have connected our Apple Music account, what we will do is click on Start Transfer. When we click on Start Transfer, it will load all the audio tracks and will launch for us a link that will take us to a playlist within Apple Music, which will be a playlist created by ourselves. It is important that we check that all the songs are loaded because if not, we will have to manually enter Apple Music and search for the songs that have not been loaded. In case the playlist we have contains songs that Apple Music may not have licensed, it will be impossible to load them there, and we will not be able to load all the songs therefore. It is important to verify this in case you are surprised that not all the songs appear loaded.